beautiful souls? Your boy Luna is back with another Reddit read, and you guys see it in the title. Today we are on r/Nicegirls. It's been a while since we've been on the subreddit, and for those of you guys that are new to r/Nicegirls, this is the counterpart to r/Niceguys and is home to some of the meanest women that you guys will see out there. We're gonna be looking at different conversations and situations with these nice girls, aka girls that claim to be nice, but as soon as they get rejected, they become absolute villains. So let's get into it. I got the best ones pulled up today, and it's been a while. I think it's been over like a month since we've been on r/Nicegirls, so this will be nice to see what's new. The first one up here, it says, let her down easy and got this. So it seems like OP said, you yesterday, but I am feeling overwhelmed by classes, rowing, and other commitments, and don't think I will have time to hang out in the near future. I guess that's like kind of letting her down easy in a way. And then she responds, oh man, okay, here we go. Hey, ... Yeah, honestly, same for me. It was really nice meeting you, but I'm always really packed with a lot of stuff, and I don't think I can hang out as often. That's valid. Just don't want to make you think that I don't give you too much time, but honestly, I really don't have any at all, lol. I like the little reverse psychology move. Hey, by the way, I wanted to say something. See, this is where the nice girl is going to come out, because at this point, she could have left it at that, and it could have been like, good game, all is well, we ended on a good note. But nope, she's going to add this next part. You're probably one of the most socially awkward guys I have ever met, LMAO. ... I would rather get back with my ex than want to hang out with someone like you, lol. Again, this is the thing about nice girls. Just like how in r/Niceguys, the often trope or stereotype is that the guy will always come back and be like, oh, you're ugly anyways, this and that. This is the move that nice girls often do. They just become really mean and hostile for no reason. They could have just left it at that, but then now it just hurts their own character. All right, let's read this next one. It says, I guess waiting for a reply was misogyny. Okay. All right, so we don't get the context here, but we're gonna read her long ass message. Holy crap, this is a long message. All right, a bunch of laughing emojis. How predictable. Not all men, but most men, but definitely most men. You cry about not being most men, but here you are. Granted, you haven't blocked or ghosted me yet. Oh, brother. But the silent treatment, just as pathetic. I bet you he was just like busy for like an hour. Spit your dummy out. Because I wouldn't just agree with everything you had just said. You aren't argumentative. You are just an emotional man-child. Okay, Sabrina Carpenter. I am going to block you, but I will tell you exactly why. See, that's the part I'd never understand with nice girls. If you're going to block them, just do it. And very likely this and much more are the reasons why you are getting ghosted. Oh, God. Always have to be right. So always have to be right, wants someone agreeable, miserable, fragile, pretends to listen, but not really when something isn't the response you want to hear, misogynistic. Okay. Wow. All right. Interesting. And this is all because he didn't respond. Okay. I hope you continue with your path into growing because you need a lot of that, especially with that nonsense that you aren't part of the problem. Your behavior is exactly why women say most men, and frankly, dudes like you are the ones that actually make anyone believe it's all men. Happy you didn't waste much of my time. I hope you find exactly what you deserve. And he responds in the simplest manner. Lol, I was waiting for you to reply. I can only imagine the level of anxiety it takes to like really be this unhinged right after just not a response. Like that's crazy. Even if it was an ongoing conversation and then he just stopped responding, I don't think that this is warranted. Oh, and we get some context too. Had been talking to this girl a few days and had a video call for a few hours. Got on really well. She was very much on the camp that all men are part of the problem, and I disagreed. But the conversation was amicable and friendly. It was getting to the point where I was 6 to 7 paragraphs about different points of the debate, and then some more in the moment life chatter. The last response I sent was bulleted points replies, trying to shorten that part of the conversation. And I responded to her food pic with what I was eating. As far as I was concerned, I was still waiting on her reply. This is the next thing I received before getting blocked. To be fair, I thought she was already ghosting me as her views are pretty different from mine. And she likely felt that too. But her reply definitely immediately blocking me. Oh, but her reply before immediately blocked me. Yeah, I mean, honestly, she saved you a bunch of time because if you guys aren't compatible, you guys aren't going to be. It seems like she wants someone that is going to be like totally okay with her just like walking all over him because yeah, like for a guy to accept that all men are like the worst. Yeah. Exactly. This is how I feel. If you're already arguing over men being trash or not, you're already effed. Yeah, it's not the girl for you, man. All right, next one. Finally got one. All right, so we got a dating app profile here, and it says about me. If you are newly single or having kids, please swipe left. Okay, preferences, I guess. And please, if you have male whiny bitch syndrome, stay away from me as much as possible. Monkey eyes closed emoji. What dictates male whiny bitch syndrome? I'm just curious. Like, could someone Webster dictionary that? So I Googled it, and on Urban Dictionary, it states a man who obsessively posts on Facebook about being alone and how lonely his life is. He complains nonstop and has turned into a complete big ass pansy. He thinks being about or bitching about it is going to change. I guess this is a good definition right here. When in fact it is a big turnoff. Yeah. I was joking about searching that up, but then I loved that Urban Dictionary actually had a definition. Stay away from me as much as possible. Bad teeth are not tolerated either. See, the thing about this is like you could easily just swipe left on people that you don't deem has good teeth, but then like saying it in your bio, I don't know, it just gives off like mean. Sporty and masculine figures only. Oh, brother. It's funny because I really am curious what this person looks like because they're so picky. I'm just curious if they're like, oftentimes the people who say all of this are some of the silliest looking people, just to say the least. No smokers, single, no kids, no ex baggage, etc. Happiness and good life, nothing less. Winking tongue out emoji. I'm too Mediterranean, so enjoy only fine things in life. No offense. I don't believe in gender equality. I'm looking for a man who can afford to be a man. Yeah, all right. I really want to see what this person looks like. Go look for her and so on. Yeah, for real. You're also asking for like an interesting type of man by saying that you don't believe in gender equality. She's Mediterranean, but can also not spell it. I didn't even notice that. Oh, yeah, there's an A in there. Oh, that's hilarious. Also, do you guys like my llama mug? I'm drinking my medicine in this. I'm still under the weather, which is insane. The longest I've ever been sick. All right, this one says finally choosing to leave the toxicity. Hell yeah, dude, I'm proud of you. Oh, there's context too. It says I'm a travel nurse. I met this lady on a current contract I'm doing. Well, there's a start right there. Anytime you're a travel nurse, more than likely, you're not going to be meeting the best. I mean, you guys know the stereotypes with nurses, right? We've been dating for about 6 months, and it's honestly been chaos. The thing I said that hurt them was, if you're going to talk about your ex every time you call me, then just don't call me. Glad my contact is finally over and I'm going home. I snapped back to reality pretty fast, lol. Well, good for you, man. She sent a message saying, okay, you're right. You're going to find a person who's going to love you right in Houston, who gets to love you right in Houston. You're right. I fell in love with a person I don't even know. I was just blinded by love, I guess. I wanted to make things work with you. I wanted to be with you. I just got hurt by what you said. What's the point of me being here if I don't have you or my kids, the people that I actually did care about? What's the point of trying to be happy if I don't have you? Maybe the person is right when they say I'm better off dead because I will never have real love in life. Oh man, this sounds like a lot. This is what you want? Fine, Eddie. I'm over life. Oh my God, what? Just know I actually had faith of you. Oh wait, faith of holding on because of you. Now I lost you and my kids. What's point do I have to hold on? Bye. Wait, how did she lose her kids? And then she sends, oh, brother. I love that. Every single time I call you out for doing something toxic and say that I'm not putting up with you, you threaten to commit unaliving. You do not see how sick and manipulative that is? Yeah, that's a terrible like manipulation tactic. I'm so tired of you doing that to me. You know that I've lost lots of people in the past due to that, yet you keep holding that over my head every single time. Honestly, I'm putting up with this again. It's your life, or I'm not putting it up with it again. It's your life and it's your choices. I'm not going to allow you to hold me hostage like this anymore. Goodbye. Hell yeah, dude. I'm honestly proud of you because a lot of people come across these types when it comes to dating, and it's like the manipulation. It doesn't even have to be this tactic, but there's a lot of common manipulation tactics, gaslighting, all of this. And the moment you realize like, oh, I'm not going to put up with this anymore, that's a great feeling because then you actually can progress in your life. So hell yeah, that's awesome, Eddie. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry, but seeing how you wrote "Oh brother" just makes me crack up thinking of SpongeBob. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Yeah, that is one of the best scenes right there, or best side characters. On today's episode of Why People Are So Shitty, okay, we are on Hinge. She said, poem is balls. What? And then he goes, what a weird thing to say. Personally, couldn't care less about your opinion of my poetry. Okay, so I'm guessing he sent her a poem. Have a splendid life. You can see yourself out. Womp womp. And then she sends a voice memo. Such a negative individual. You do know you could have just easily denied my match instead of attacking something I'm passionate about. Oh well, not my issue. Peace sign. So I'm gathering that he had a poem in his bio. What's the point of going straight to an attack of a complete stranger and send a 3-second video of farting noises? Some people just need therapy and stay off dating apps. Yeah, it sounds like she's super immature. Sending farting noises is crazy, for real, dude. Yeah, it's like the fact that she took the time out of her day just to attack your poem in your bio is pretty goofy to me. But, you know, that just shows that, hey, another one bites the dust right here in a sense that you can just swipe left. It's easy. One less person to worry about. Didn't have to waste too much time on her. By far the funniest dating interaction I've had. Okay. So we're on Facebook dating. A wonderful world indeed. He says, I mainly do Latin and a bit of ballroom, referring to dancing, I'm assuming. Yeah, he's a cutie. How long have you had them? Thumbs up. Are you bisexual by chance? His whole life. About 7 years ago. I am not. I'm curious where that question came from. Lol. I love that for you guys. I'm curious of the answer. Lol. Thanks. He's my son. It's definitely a unique one. I actually got that question a lot when I went to the gay bar for one of my friend's birthday parties. Yeah, I can see that. Weird. Okay. Are you? F's sake. Men suck. I'm gonna unmatch B. Nothing wrong with embracing who you are and the word of the wise. What do you mean? He literally just said that he's not bi. What are you what? This is weird. I don't know who hurt you or if this is a joke, but I wish you own life, I guess. You look gay, so you should be gay. F you for not being gay. This chick's logic. Yeah, for real. That was weird. All right, this one says, I hate how normalized this is. Women hating women for non-existent men. Okay. We got a biker girl saying, loyal women don't exist. Nah, we do 100%. You just pass us up for some hoe you thought was hotter. That's weird. It's like creating a problem out of nothing. Oh yeah, I've met girls like this. Late 30s, never had a man stick around for more than a few months, always talking absolute about her ex, because he's now happy with some completely normal woman, jumps from guy to guy, drama to drama, still can't see after 15 years of dating that she's the problem. Yeah, I you know, believe it or not, I actually have met people like this. And ironically, it was also a biker girl. I bring to you my humble submission, okay? I'm looking to have a long, healthy relationship. Guys with good hygiene, good attitude, mentally, emotionally, and financially stable. Good health, must, if you got the look, must be above 5'8" in height. Oop, I'm out the running, guys. Open-minded with no restrictions. Who submit to his women. What? No single dads unless the mother of your child passed. That's crazy. That's like a next level of insecurity right there. The fact that you're willing, okay, it's one thing if you're not willing to date like single dads. I understand, you know, that's a lot of pressure. They have a kid. But to be able to date a single dad where their mother of the child passed, but not if the mother is still alive, meaning that you're insecure of baby mama drama, that's just a goofy thing to say. I don't know. That's a wild one. Yeah, I know. This describes it well. Must be open-minded while having a laundry list of requirements. It's always the pickiest girls that say stuff like that, you know? What value do you bring? Question mark. This is the title of this one. So we are on Facebook and the person's already blocked. Nice girl says, I don't get much. What are the tests? Making sure you aren't abusive, reactive, a hoe, a bum, or weird. Also, you have to prove you aren't a catfish. Easy work. What's your number? No, you don't get that yet. You're impulsive, it seems. Oh my God. Before we proceed any further, answer this for me. What value do you bring into the relationship? And what do you think sets you apart from millions of other women in the city? I don't want to date, and I'm not interested any longer. Lol, that's why it makes me different. I'm done with this. Goodbye, lol. Yeah. What? Matched with this girl on Facebook dating. After some chatting, I asked what she had when she had free time to go on a date. Immediately changed her tune and started acting like everything she walks on turns into gold. Called me impulsive for playfully asking her for a number. Asked a couple questions of my own to check her ego and got blocked before I even saw the response. Luckily, Facebook dating still lets you see deactivated conversations. Yeah, that was a goofy one. All right, this one says holiday dating. Read description first. Okay. So, oh man, all right, we got a long one. Oh, saddle up, gang. We're gonna dive into this. This is a repost. I deleted the original since I accidentally left in some identifying information in the first post. I read and screenshotted all previous post comments. Thank you for everyone who commented. Here it is again. Hey folks, I traveled overseas and my friend and his girlfriend wanted me to meet his this friend of his girlfriend to set me up, as they thought that it would be a good match. Okay, so traveling, his friend and his friend's girlfriends wants to set him up with his friend's girlfriend's friend. Lots of friends going on. Before we met, his girlfriend asked if she could give me some advice, saying something like, American girls expect to be taken care of with chivalry. Do they? No, I'm just playing. I think a lot of girls do in general, not just Americans. Doing those traditional things like paying for meals and choosing the restaurant. Both girls are American. I'm not. Okay. We went on a few dates and slept with each other a few times. We connected quickly and deeply, but found incompatibilities in the way we see the world and decided it wouldn't work being in a relationship. That said, she wanted to keep seeing me, but it was really hot and cold. When I met up with her while out in public, she wouldn't hug me and kind of acted cold. Later, she told me that she expected the man to make the first move, hugging and saying hi. Okay. I could tell that she really did like me, and she asked me to extend the trip so that we could keep dating. She would occasionally tell me stories about other men that were pursuing her and how there were basically this long line of guys waiting to date her. That's kind of weird. It's one thing to say that there's men pursuing you, but like to go out there and say, oh yeah, there's this long line of guys. That I don't like that. That screams insecurity to me. While we were out at a dance, she was sexy dancing with this one guy. Ooh, in front of you? That's not cool, dude. She later told me that she hoped I didn't think she was trying to make me jealous. By the way, this entire time I was paying for all of her meals with the group and activities while we went on the day trips out and about. This was probably 2 meals a day for most days for the week I was there. Yeah, dude, this girl was totally not worth that. That's insane. Of all these meals, I took her out on a date for probably 2 or 3. The rest were group meals with my friends and his girlfriends. I paid for them because she seemed to expect it. What? See, I don't F with that, bruh. Always leaving to go to the bathroom when the bill came. Oh, wow. She would even do that. That's crazy. She thanked me maybe like 40% of the meals at the time. I spoke to my buddy about it and asked for the advice the day before I was leaving. And we decided it was best to just drop the issue and not rock the boat since I was going to leave anyways. Also, she told me she had issues with her feminine organs in the past, and it was mostly better. Okay. Fast forward, I left the country and she sends me this voicemail saying after our time together, her condition was aggravated and she was feeling some discomfort down there, and that it may have been due to the lubricant or something. She asked me to pay to get testing done, as well as a few acupuncture sessions, as well as some probiotics and also a womb healing massage session. Dude, you are not her dad and you are not her boyfriend or anything, so you have no right, dude, like she has no right to ask you for this. Honestly, I would just be like, no. What the hell? This is insane. How is your friend okay with this too, and his girlfriend? I responded with a voice note saying, I'm sorry you feel unwell, and no, I won't pay for all this stuff. Hell yeah, I'm glad you did. I also explained that me paying for all your needs isn't the nature of our relationship, especially since we decided to move forward as friends. And by the way, I didn't feel like it was balanced for me to pay for all her meals and activities together, and I was surprised that she never even once offered to pay for herself. By the way, she does earn money and isn't poor. Also, after some research, I learned that a fungal/yeast infection is the likely culprit due to the warm, humid weather and the duration and frequency of S. I was experiencing similar symptoms myself, which I explained in the later message, but omitted due to privacy. I also suggested certain medications that would help. In case she wasn't prioritizing that kind of treatment, she told me that she knew what the issue was and how to handle it. The conversation ended there. I should add, my friend and his girlfriend have an agreement that he pays for everything of hers while she's there and she's going through some of financial difficulties. Living there isn't too expensive, with meals costing around 10 to 20 USD per person most of the time, with us going to fancier places every second day or so on around the $30 to $40 mark per person. Yeah, that's still insane though. And like, I don't know. I feel like it's, in my opinion, I don't like being with women that expect me to pay for everything. I don't mind if I invite you out. Like I'm going into it in intention, but it's like the expectation. And also when I'm dating someone like seriously and they never offer, it's kind of like, damn, what am I to you? Just like pockets? I don't know. I've never had that issue in dating seriously though. I've always chose women that kind of like mesh with me. The rest of the messages are attached. Would love to hear your thoughts, Reddit. All right, let's read the messages now. All right, so she sends a 2-minute and 20-second voice memo and another 12-second one. He sends a 4-minute voice memo. She sends, every female biodome is different. And yes, I am very sensitive. So you're unwilling to contribute for me to get tested as a result of sleeping with you. I'm not clear as to why that be my responsibility since we both decided to sleep with each other. The masculine role in union is protection and provision. Oh, brother, you guys aren't even dating though. I'm shocked, honestly. That's like the very least a reasonable thing to cover after a week that we've had together. The week is crazy, just 1 week. We agreed we aren't in a relationship, so I'm not your provider. Blank, I paid for all your meals together, which I was above and beyond what I saw was balanced. So to clarify, I decline. It's part of your responsibility for your actions. Like actually just what being a good man would do. Well, then you know what? Go find another good man. Like what? She wants someone that she can step all over. I hate that, dude. She's such a nice girl. In the future, perhaps don't sleep with someone or hook up with someone if you aren't willing to take the responsibility for the full and complete life cycle of an engagement. No, that applies to both people. That doesn't apply to just the guy. You're also risking anything getting into this situation as well. It's not just the guy. It's 50-50 responsibility. This includes the aftercare of talking to process what emotions arise and being the masculine to support any potential health complications or unplanned pregnancies or whatever appears as a result of your contribution. Brother, what? And for your information, anytime that I go out with blank, he always covers my meals. So why with your presence being there would I offer to pay for my own? And then he says, because that's a respectful thing to do. To not offer illuminates an inner sense of entitlement and taking. And then she says, I think is very telling emotionally, by the way, that I open up vulnerably about real physical ramifications that I've experienced as a result of our connection. And you make it all about frustration of covering my $10 dinners. Cool, dude. Brother. What? Or sister, I guess. If you wanted, I could have been an awesome friend and life-changing resource on this journey of balancing the feminine and masculine for health and harmony and of material abundance. I don't hold anything against you, and this attitude doesn't detract from your beauty. All the best in your journey, dear. I love that response. Kill him with kindness, for real. And then she continues, it says, to be completely honest, your influence in my life thus far has been resoundingly destabilizing, dysregulating, draining, and extractive. Brother, cry me a river, bro. What? I've been inspired to create 3 reels as a result. Oh my God, she's gonna make 3 reels off of this. What is she, a freaking like TikToker? Karmatic relationships, neuroscience, and energetic implications of like, bro, she sounds like the worst. And using non-dual philosophy to spiritually bypass and avoid responsibility for poor life decisions. Dude, what the this girl sounds like unhinged. This has been the poetry that was inspired by our dance. So while I know you may have your own idea about how valuable your presence in my life could have been, the reality is that your actual impact and presence have not been supportive to my well-being at all. And I think that if you aren't in a situation to pay for a woman's meals while you're dating her, or helping to cover the cost of health complications that arise as a result of your collaborated actions, that you have zero business actually being with a woman at all. I want to counter this and just swap the women and men role, because that's the same thing that applies to her. If she's going to choose to get with the guy, she also has to be okay with the ramifications. She also seems like she sent some type of a chat GBT ass answer thing. And he goes, because that's a respectful thing to do, to not offer illuminates. Oh, wait. Hold on, where are we at? He already said that. I think this is out of place, but this was a response to the earlier message. She says, I go out to dinner, meals with blank and blank like 4 times a week, and he never lets me pay. Well, congrats. I'm glad that you have your girlfriend's boyfriend that pays for everything, right? Like, that's awesome for you, but I'm not going to pay for it. What? He brings me to foot massages the expo. You know what? You should probably try to date him too. Y'all have a little harem. That'd be great. So you're saying that because we don't have a dynamic of masculine partnership or providership, that it is disrespectful, entitled, and taking someone for granted. Yes, that is what he's saying. You never once offered when we were together. I've made my peace with that, and I'm only saying this to clarify the nature of a relationship. If you hadn't asked me of this, I wouldn't have said anything. Although I empathize with your discomfort, I won't cover the cost of your unique condition. And then she sends, I thank you for the moment, in the moment, and I will thank you again for all the $10 meals that you provided during our time together. Thank you. What a B, dude. Like, bringing up the dude, this girl sucks. God, that made me angry. The ChatGPT screenshot is wild. She's crazy. Yeah, she actually sounds like completely unhinged. Who talks like this? Yeah, it was so weird. People that use therapy buzzwords to clarify their BS or manipulate others are right up there with the religious zealots that warp scripture in the same manner. If you meet someone like this, run. Yeah, what the hell? That was awful. All right, let's read one more to get a palate cleanser from that long one. For not living cooking enough to make it a career. Okay. So OP sends, it's an activity where I can be creative and experiment. I love trying new spices and seasoning combos, adding or removing an ingredient, or even just plating nicely for me to enjoy before I devour it and dread the cleanup. I respect that. I also love cooking, so I kind of feel the same way. Nice Girl says, okay, so why don't you work in culinary? Not everyone that loves cooking has to work in culinary. I hate when Americans do this. They're so preposterous and ridiculous. What? It's clear as day that they need to do what they need to do for work, and they won't do it because they're taught to be morons. What the hell? Dude, I like a lot of things. Doesn't mean I have to do everything for work. There's some things that you just genuinely enjoy for a hobby. What? This girl sounds like she lives a miserable life then. Are you a moron, or will you do what you need to? What? Dude, where did this even come from? Anyways, you seem really stupid and stunted to me. Grow up and follow your passions. I have no patience for Wow, it calls them a P that work a 9 to 5 for no one. Growing up and try again. Or effing grow up. And then she left the chat. Wow. And that was all sent within a minute. That's actually the most impressive part. What the hell? Him, I like to cook. Unjustified crash out. Yeah, for real. What the F? She should be loud and wrong for a living. She's got the natural talent for it. Yeah, for real. Dude, that's crazy. Man, if this isn't a testament to how girls can be out in the world, not all women are like this, but God, man, you'd be surprised how many are though. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and what a fun episode. I love Nice Girls because it's just a nice palate cleanser from the nice guys that we always be reading about. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you guys are new to my channel and you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit the subscribe and notification bell. We do videos like this almost every single day. Also hit the like, hype button, and so forth to help the video grow. Love you guys so much. Oh, and let me know in the comment section down below any subreddits that you guys want me to explore. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.